Hello guys, comparison of ASEANS versus South and East Asians. Most of you wanted this. Most of you have been asked this. For your satisfaction, we will compare 5 ASEANs: Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore and Philippines. 3 East and 2 South Asians: Japan, Bangladesh, China, India and South Korea. Some of these countries are ranked first in the world from some indicators. Therefore, the expectation should be so high. 19 indicators to compare them among each other using the latest available data. Ratings will be one after another. The points will be shown here that countries will get through each rating, and here are the places they occupy in the world. Beside each rating, a red table will appear in which points will be accumulated that countries will get from each rating. Lowest points will go to those with best indicators and highest to those with worst standard of living. The more points they earn throughout the video, the worse standard of living. The lesser, the better. Pretty tough comparison. Let me know in the comments who will be the first and who is the last. Is it from ASEANS or East and South Asians? But before that, I would be glad if you get your 5 seconds and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate our hard work as it means a lot to us. Thank you. And we begin with the first indicator, which is human development in countries. World start is taken by ASEANS. Singapore deserved 9th in the world. Next is from East Asians. Japan, 19th in the world. Further is South Korea, Malaysia, Thailand and China. Unfortunately, human development in Bangladesh is not well developed. What places does our countries occupy in terms of annual income per inhabitant? To do this, take a look at gross domestic product per capita at purchasing power parity. It shows how many goods country produces in 1 year. Again, Singapore is impressing us by taking the first place. Home to Toyota and other reliable cars is ranked 2nd in our list. Right 1 place below it is country of tech junkies, South Korea. Further is Malaysia, Thailand and China. India and Bangladesh are behind. This is a country prosperity index that considers indicators such as governance, health, social capital, educational attainment and others. According to this result, the most prosperous countries are Singapore and Japan, 3 places below. China, Indonesia and Thailand are in the middle places. India and Bangladesh are least prosperous than others. The following indicator is the rating of countries by the quality of roads. According to the rating, the highest quality roads first in the world is again ranked first in our top, Singapore. They are getting the ASEANS way ahead. East Asians are also having one of the best roads and getting the 2nd and 3rd places. China, India and Thailand are also feeling good in this indicator. But the worst roads are in Bangladesh, 108th in the world. The 5th indicator shows how safe are these countries. The ranking takes into account indicators such as the number of homicides in 1 year, war and peace in the country, and the risk of natural disasters. The safest country and hitting combo for the 5th time. Singapore is taking the lead. If you want to know how they turned from the 3rd world country to one of the leading country in the world, write in the comments history of Singapore please, and we will do an amazing video about them. Moving to the 2nd place, Japan, 5th in the world. Then South Korea, 9th in the world. Further is China. But the last in this indicator is the Philippines. The Democracy Index also is one of the main indicators. Nearly shaded places are by the East Asians. South Korea 23rd and Japan 24th in the world. The third place is by Malaysians, and the leader of previous indicators, Singapore, is placed 8th. And last place is occupied by China, 152nd in the world. Now let's look at the rating on the level of perception of corruption, which shows the prevalence of corruption in the public sector and the solution of social and state problems without a bribe. Unsurprisingly, as we all know, Singapore should be first in here, then Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, China, India and Indonesia. Last places and higher points will be given to Thailand, Philippines and Bangladesh. The United Nations Development Programme published a ranking of countries by Education Index. It considers all the achievements of the country ranging from the quality and number of schools per inhabitant. South Korea proudly gets this round, and there is no doubt of their education level, when nearly everyone is using their electronic products. Japan is ranked second, then is Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines and Thailand. The least educated are Indians and Bangladeshis in this list. Effectiveness of the healthcare system. The rating considers life expectancy, government spending on healthcare and the cost of medical services. How it feels to be first in the world? Well, it's an honor for me to say that in this very important indicator, Singapore is really taking good care of its inhabitants. But I'm also honored to say that second in the world and third in the world are also in the list. Hit the like button right away if you appreciate what these countries are doing for the life of their residents. China, Thailand and Malaysia are in good places as well, but the last place sadly goes to India and then Bangladesh. We hope one day they will reach some good places. Salary indicator, one of the main indicators why people are immigrating. Now let's see how much our country's inhabitants earn. This list shows the average monthly wage in US dollars. The highest salaries are received of course in Singapore, $3,680. Then Japan, $2,840 and South Korea, $2,630. The remaining countries are above $100 and below $1,000. However, Bangladesh is below $100 and placed last. Where does the happiest inhabitants of the planet live? Surprisingly, ASEANS are sharing the main 3 places. What could be their secret of being happy? Let me know in the comments. South Korea and Japan are on a par. Unhappiest people and far from others are India, 144th in the world. Where is cheap to live? This rating shows the cost of food, housing, rental and other expenses. If you want to spend some good time in very less money, then India will offer you its best. Second place is Bangladesh. Indonesia and Philippines are also getting good places in this indicator. And the last places are held by Singapore and Japan. World Press Freedom Index. Studies shows how much the country's government does not interfere with the work of journalists and does not oppress the information rights of its citizens. The first place and the freest media from our top is in South Korea and Japan. Further, Malaysia and Indonesia. Singapore and China work very carefully and get higher points from this index. Ease of doing business. Take a note which country is good for you to start up your business. And the most favorable country for business is our most developed countries: Singapore, South Korea, Malaysia, Thailand, Japan and China. Most of the problems with starting a business will be in Bangladesh, ranking 168 in the world. Where is the best life for children? Which countries more effectively protect the life and rights of children? The rating considers a number of indicators such as child mortality, percentage of undernourished children, child labor, and alike. Singapore is first, followed by South Korea and Japan. China, Malaysia, and Thailand are in the middle, but India and Bangladesh are holding last. If you're wondering why, check the description for a separate video about Bangladesh. The Passport Influence Index, which shows the number of open countries for citizens to visit a certain country. South Koreans must be proud of holding such an amazing passport, which allows them to freely travel to 170 countries. The second place is shared by Japanese and Singaporeans, just one country lesser than the winner. Malaysians are also lucky as they can travel freely to 164 countries. Bangladesh and Indian passport holders can only envy others. This is an index of countries on gender equality. It shows the equal rights for getting the same job between male and female and shows in which country the rights of women are most oppressed. The highest score, there is the least gender division in South Korea, then Singapore, Philippines, and Japan. For some religious aspects, Malaysia and Bangladesh are getting the highest score. This rating shows prices for 1 liter of gasoline. Global Petrol Prices Agency updates its data every week. The first place and cheapest gasoline is in Malaysia, only 39 cents per liter. Then Indonesia, China, and Thailand. The most expensive from our top gasoline is in Singapore and getting 10 points. The final indicator is the speed and cost of the internet. It is a combination of two indicators. India has the cheapest internet of the world, only 26 cents. But we cannot give them the first place as the fastest internet is in Singapore, above 70 megabytes per second. Therefore, we combined two indicators and gave the lowest score to those countries where the internet is fast and cheap. The first place goes to Malaysia and India, well-deserved 3 points. Then in Singapore, 4 points. Bangladesh, Thailand, Japan, and Indonesia are getting 5 points each. The worst internet in terms of speed and price is in China. Well, we have done with all indicators. Very competitive countries, especially first and second places had tough battle. One was best in one indicator, other was best in another indicator. But the winner is one with 58 points. Singapore is getting the first place. My congratulations to them. The second place with 60 points, home to tech junkies. I believe you understood. It is South Korea. They also showed really good competition. But the country which is in third place, I bet many of us thought that they will be first. However, they are third. Japan, well-deserved 65 points. The last country in the list having lesser than 100 points. Fourth place taken by Malaysians, 82 points. Congratulations. The fifth place got about 100 points and it's Thailand, a very popular tourist destination. China ranked 6th with 116 points. Indonesians are 7th, 120 points. 7 points higher is Philippines. India is 9th, having 138 points, and Bangladesh got 168 points. Now, the overall results of 5 versus 5 ASEANS against East and South Asians. For your winner with 495 points, is ASEANS. My congratulations. East and South Asians got 547 points. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know where are you from, and let me know if we should add your country in the next comparison. For today, this will be all. If you liked it, hit the like and subscribe button right away. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.